Hello, you guys. Welcome to Who Done It. This is the mystery time, you guys. So for a lot of you that are new here, welcome to the channel, all that good old stuff. So this is how this is going to work, and we're going to get right into the story. This is how this works. I'm going to upload a story about 2 to 3 times a week about something that may have happened, some type of mystery or what have you. These will be true stories. I'm not going to give a whole lot of information as to who the person is, where they lived, or anything of that nature. You're going to have to find this out. So use your researching skills to find out who it is, what happened. You can give whatever information you want to give down in the comment section, and then I will reveal after 24 hours who that person is. Now, mind you, I'm going to take the comments and turn them off for 24 hours because some people can research faster than others, and then I don't want them to put the answer down in the comment section and kind of blow it for everybody else. So after the 24 hours is up, I'll make a little small video and I will tell you exactly who that person is or if you guys were right, okay? So let's go ahead. Let me get my coffee, y'all. Hold on. So let's go ahead and start the story. So one thing I'll give you about this person, he was in the music industry. He was married, he had children, he had 9 kids. The majority of the kids that he had were daughters. So this particular gentleman came real famous or what have you, lived a pretty good, decent life or what have you. So as his children began to grow up, he started taking a little interest in his daughters, okay? And he was really big into corporal punishment when it came to the kids. So the oldest daughter was responsible for watching the younger kids. So the younger kids, she had the responsibility. I think this girl was maybe about 7. So about 7 years old at the time. She was responsible for helping them with their homework, kind of keeping them in line or what have you. If she did not keep them in line or things like that, he would beat her. And when he would whoop her, he would bring her in front of everybody else and whoop her. And the first time she said that she got a whooping, she could not catch her breath. And all the kids kind of feared him because of the way he did that older daughter. Now, this gentleman was into all different types of religions. So he would just pick a religion for the week that he decided, that he did some research on, and he would read it to the kids. But what happened was he would tell them that he was the reincarnated Jesus Christ, and that if they ever did anything wrong, that God would tell them what he did. And, if they misbehaved, God would tell them, and then he would know, what they did. And so the kids began to be really, really scared of him because of that, because they thought my dad really can find out every little thing that I'm doing as a kid or as a teenager or what have you. So one day, this gentleman sleeps with somebody else's daughter. The daughter hits him, and then he hits the daughter. And so when he ends up hitting the daughter, the grandmother calls the police. So when the police come, he's friends with the police because of who he is in the industry, and they know him. So he's like, laughing and giggling. He didn't go to jail or anything like that. He's laughing and giggling with the police officer. So the oldest daughter sees it and was like, Dad, my dad really is called by God because even the police can't touch him. Okay, so this girl, time goes on, and the girl is about maybe 12 years old now. So he started taking her down in the basement and sleeping with her. And so after a while, the daughter didn't know. In the very beginning, the daughter did not know that it was wrong. He told her when he started molesting her, he said, I'm going to show you how to be a woman. Sick. I'm going to show you how to be a woman, and this is what women do. So he was kind of grooming her, but yet deceiving her all in the same. So she told her mother, and after a while, when she was 12 years old, she went and she told her mom because she was at that age, but she was like, dads are not supposed to be doing this to daughters. So she told her mother, and when she told her mother, the mother confronted him. Well, he beat the mother with a belt. After that, the mother didn't say nothing else. The young girl didn't say anything else. During this span of time, you guys, this girl had 5 babies by her daddy. One of them passed. So by this time, the daughter wants to leave. Now, all 4 kids, at the end of the story, she had 4 kids in total. But at the time that I'm talking about, she was pregnant with one, and that was at about the age of 15 years old. So at this time when she had her baby, she was ready to go because she wanted to protect, and it was a daughter. So the first thing she thought, is he going to do to my daughter what he's been doing to me? So she's been plotting to leave. But when she went to go out the door to actually leave with her baby, her brothers and sisters were like, can we go with you? And she told them, you can't go with me. And they was like, so who's going to be here for us? And that was enough guilt for her not to leave. So she came back into the house. Time starts to go on. He starts molesting the other sisters. And this went through her, I think her high school age and then some. So he started molesting the other sisters. So an incident ended up happening where her son wasn't breathing well. And so they had to take him to the doctor. Mind you, this child had never been to the doctor before. So she took it to the doctor, and the doctor was like, this baby is malnourished. Where's the records for the child? Baby's never been to the doctor before. So they took the children. Now, this time, I think she had the son, and she had a couple of other kids as well. So they took all her children out the household. And so she decided, I need to get my kids back. So she started taking parenting classes. You have to go through all these formalities to get your children back into the home. But what it did was, when she started going to the classes for parenting, and they started telling her about sexual abuse and mistreatment and things like that, it empowered her. So she goes home from one of her classes. She walks into a room and sees her dad hugging on one of the younger daughters, one of the younger sisters of hers. So he's hugging on her, trying to kiss on her, telling her the same thing that he told her. And she was around that girl's age at 8 when it first started for her. So the girl goes off on him. She goes off on him. You're sad, you're pathetic, you're this, you can't keep doing this, and all of that different stuff. And then he just stopped. He sat down, he felt bad about it, and she finally went to the police. She told the other kids, began to tell those at school. They came to arrest him. He took off. They didn't find him for like 9 months. They found him trying to book a flight to Brazil. They got him. He didn't get to Brazil or whatever. Well, they got him before he actually got on the flight. Arrested him. He got convicted and everything. And so her 4 children that she have, the daughter is actually her sister, and her sons are actually her brother. Who am I talking about? Take whatever tips you got out of this, go find it. We're going to disable the comments for 24 hours. After the 24 hours, I will turn the comments back on, see if anybody had found out who it was, and then I will put a small video up, probably not even a minute or two, to tell you exactly who it is. Who am I talking about? Bye.